So now we have mastered how to do the chain stitch. You can do these as many as you like. You can have hundreds and hundreds of yards of them if you really want to. However, we have done 10 on this one. We are now going to learn the first proper crochet stitch. This is a crochet stitch, but you can't really do a lot with it. But now we're actually going to build fabric. So this is what we're going to do. The next one is called a slip stitch. And in order to keep 10 stitches in the base row, which is your chain, you need to add a turning stitch because we're adding rows. So we're going to be working this way along the stitches. So you just need to add one turning stitch for this particular one. So you'll have a chain of 11. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the slip stitch is done in chain number 10. This is 11. It's the second stitch from the hook. First stitch, second stitch, and that's how you'll see it written. Second stitch from the hook. So you need to come down, you need to pop your hook through the middle of the stitch, the other side, grab the yarn, pull it through, so you have 2 loops on there, and then pull it through that one as well. Makes a very small, almost like a chain on top of a chain. We're going to do that all the way along, so you get 10 slip stitches all the way along. So let's do the next one. So you go through the middle, pick up the yarn, back through, and then back through that one. Make sure you're not putting too much tension on this because this is a really tight stitch to start with, and you'll find it gets more and more difficult if you're really tugging on this. So just be a little bit free and easy with this one. Here's the next one. Into there, wrap your yarn around, pull it through the stitch, pull it through the loop. It's already there, and it literally looks like another chain stitch on top of a chain stitch. So we're going to the next one. This is number 4. Wrap it round, bring it through that one, bring it through that one, and the next one, wrap it round, bring it through, and off the hook as well. Okay, that's 5. We're going to go all the way to the end. Just keep doing that slip stitch all the way along. And there is your 10 slip stitches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can count the bobbles at the back. You can count them as V's. Whichever way is easiest for you. What you don't do is count the turning stitch at the very, very beginning, because it's just there to give you the height on the row. You also don't count the knot at the very beginning here, because that's not a stitch. If you want to carry on and do another row of slip stitch, it's exactly the same, but you need to turn your piece. So you do 1 chain because you're going up a row, and then you flick your crochet over so that you come up to the end of there, and you just turn it round. Don't turn it over because you'll work the other side of the chain. We want to work on top of the slip stitches we've made. So that's where we were, and this is where we need to be. So you will find that they are very slightly on an angle, purely because that's the way the stitch works. They do exactly the same again. You've done your 1 chain, which is that one there, and then you need to work into each of the stitches along there. Here goes. And you will find this one's a little bit tight because the stitch itself is very tight. Normally we don't do a fabric of slip stitches because it is very, very tight and it takes up a lot of yarn for not a lot of progress. But it is important to know because you use it more to end a row or a segment or something, and it is used to join pieces together. It is used to join rounds together when you're doing toys or mats or anything that has a shape. And as you can see, you just work it exactly the same. So you put your hook in, you pull the loop through and through the one on the hook. We're going to keep going till the end. We've got 2 more to go. 1, and this is the very last one here, not this one here, this one here. That's always a little bit tricky. There you are. So you have your row of chains. Get my pencil. Row of chains, first row of slip stitch, second row of slip stitch. It does look very much like a knitted garter stitch, but without the stretchiness. Like I said, people don't normally use it as a fabric. You absolutely can. There is nothing stopping you from making things with this one stitch. It is used all the time, but normally as a single stitch. So you would use it at the end of a row if you're making something 3D to attach to the next row. It's not normally used as a fabric stitch, but if you want to go ahead and devote your time to doing that, absolutely. Why wouldn't you? But that is what it looks like.